Sweden's export of the Saab JAS-39 Gripen fighter jet to Hungary has evolved into a cornerstone of bilateral defense cooperation, with the latest chapter unfolding on February 23, 2024, when Hungary signed a contract with Saab and the Swedish Defense Materiel Administration to procure 4 additional Gripen C aircraft. This deal expands Hungary's fleet from 14 to 18 Gripen C/D jets, building on a relationship that began in 2001 when Hungary, freshly minted as a NATO member since 1999, sought a fighter to align with alliance standards. The journey from that initial lease-to-buy agreement to this latest procurement reflects Hungary's strategic priorities, Sweden's defense industry ambitions, and the broader dynamics of NATO's eastern flank. The story begins in the early 2000s, as Hungary, transitioning from its Soviet-era MiG-29 fleet, weighed multiple options to bolster its NATO-compatible air force. Proposals ranged from modifying the MiGs to acquiring second-hand jets from Belgium, Israel, Turkey, and the United States, with the F-16 initially favored. However, in November 2001, Hungary pivoted to negotiate a 10-year lease for 12 Gripens, with an option to purchase, an arrangement finalized in December 2001 for 14 aircraft, 12 C and 2D models, after Saab offered an offset deal worth 110% of the contract value. Early misgivings about the Batch 2 Gripen's lack of aerial refueling and limited weapons compatibility prompted a renegotiation, and by February 2, 2003, Hungary secured upgraded C/D export Gripen variants, with deliveries completed by December 2007. Ownership was cemented in 2011, though a 2012 lease extension deferred outright purchase until later. Modernization followed, with a 2021 contract upgrading radars to PS-05 Mark IV, software to MS-20 Block II, and adding IRIS-T missiles, setting the stage for the 2024 expansion. The procurement of these 4 additional Gripen Cs, announced amid Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban's visit to Stockholm, reflects both military and diplomatic imperatives. Negotiated directly with FMV, the deal leverages Hungary's rising defense budget, 2.2% of GDP in 2024, and aligns with Saab's cost-effective multi-role fighter, priced at $4,000 to $7,000 per flight hour, versus competitors like the F-35, $20,000 plus. Delivery timelines remain unspecified as of March 2025, but Saab's active production line in Linköping suggests a window of late 2025 to 2027, with the jets destined for Kecskemét Air Base. Operationally, these Gripens will reinforce Hungary's 59th Tactical Fighter Wing, enhancing air defense, ground attack, and NATO quick reaction alert missions along the alliance's eastern edge. Implementation builds on established training and maintenance frameworks, with Saab's long-term support pledged beyond 2035, and a new Memorandum of Understanding fostering industrial collaboration, including a VR Technology Center of Excellence in Hungary. The Gripen C's technical prowess underpins its role, featuring a PS-05A radar, NATO-compatible interfaces, MEL STD-553B and 1760, and a GEF-404G engine with afterburner. It balances agility and firepower, armed with a 27mm cannon and adaptable to missiles like the IRIS-T. Its carbon fiber aluminum construction, self-sealing fuel tanks, and advanced cockpit with HUD and Martin Baker ejection seat ensure durability and pilot efficiency. This versatility makes it ideal for Hungary's needs, from patrolling airspace to supporting Baltic air policing, a role it has fulfilled since 2015, despite setbacks like the 2015 crashes that briefly reduced the fleet to 12. Hungary's resilience in restoring its fleet to 14 by 2017 underscores its commitment, a resolve now rewarded with this expansion. For Hungary, the deal modestly enhances military capability, bringing its fleet to 18, still small compared to Poland's 48 F-16s or Romania's growing F-16 force, but sufficient for NATO interoperability and deterrence near Ukraine. Economically, the MOU promises industrial growth, potentially integrating Hungarian firms into Saab's supply chain, though tangible job creation hinges on execution. Politically, it bolsters Hungary's NATO standing after its delayed ratification of Sweden's membership, finalized February 26, 2024, offsetting critiques of its Russia-friendly stance. The timing suggests a quid pro quo, with Hungary's NATO vote smoothing Sweden's path into the alliance, formalized on March 7, 2024. For Sweden, the deal sustains Saab's export momentum after losses like Colombia in 2025, where U.S. engine restrictions scuttled a bid, supporting jobs in Linköping, where Saab employs over 18,000, and reinforcing its NATO integration. It also burnishes Sweden's reputation as a defense partner, eyeing markets like Ukraine and the Philippines, though its hands-off export approach contrasts with France's aggressive lobbying for the Rafale. Regionally, Hungary's bolstered fleet strengthens NATO's eastern flank, alongside the Czech Republic's 14 Gripens and Poland's larger forces, enhancing air defense coordination without dramatically shifting power dynamics. It subtly counters Russian influence, though Hungary's cautious Moscow ties, evident in its energy deals, may limit escalation. For Saab, success in Hungary could sway neighbors like Slovakia, replacing MiG-29s with F-16s, or Romania, though US and French competitors loom large. Compared to rivals, Hungary's Gripens outshine Slovakia's aging MiGs in modernity and cost, but lag Poland's F-16s and forthcoming F-35s in numbers and stealth. Poland's $6.5 billion F-35 deal in 2020 dwarfs Hungary's investment. Romania's 32 F-16s by 2025 offer similar NATO compatibility, yet the Gripen's lower operating costs and Saab's support edge it out for smaller budgets. The Czech Republic's leased Gripens mirror Hungary's, though its 2023 F-35 pivot, with 24 jets, signals a regional trend towards stealth that Hungary resists, favoring affordability over cutting-edge tech. The Gripen's design philosophy, multi-role flexibility at a fraction of competitors' costs, shines in this context. Its ability to integrate new weapons without hardware changes, paired with Saab's commitment to upgrades, ensures longevity, while its modest footprint suits Hungary's strategic posture: deterrence without provocation. Critics might argue 18 jets lack the heft to counter major threats, but for a nation of Hungary's size, population 9.7 million, it's a balanced choice, avoiding the fiscal strain of pricier alternatives. Sweden, meanwhile, gains a foothold in a region where NATO's cohesion is tested, leveraging Hungary's loyalty to offset losses elsewhere. In sum, this export is a pragmatic success, deepening a 20-year partnership with incremental gains. For Hungary, it ensures a capable, NATO-aligned air force and modest economic prospects. For Sweden, it secures industrial and diplomatic wins. Regionally, it reinforces NATO's fabric without upending balances, proving the Gripen's niche as a cost-effective contender in a competitive arena.